Good morning. I didn't film much yesterday because we were traveling super late and I had some back-to-back flights, but today I am in Roswell and I will be taking you guys along as I sightsee. It's going to be a really fun and exciting weekend, so I hope you guys enjoy. Oh my gosh, just look at this McDonald's. This is so wild. It's like a whole UFO. So this is the view of the inside. We are in the UFO. And if you think this is wild, the Dunkin' across the street is also decked out. Look how cool that is. So we can get our alien food and our alien coffee all in one stop. Look at that booty! And some more aliens.
Next, we took a little pit stop to help set up for the dinner theater we'd be doing later in the week. It was really cool getting to check out the community theater space. And with that, we were on our own and off to explore a bunch of the cute little small businesses in the town. There's a lot to see, so enjoy this little montage.
That's so silly. Imagine that.
Come here. We're in Area 51. This is covert. We've broken in. We've made it. Shh. Oh, there it is. We got it. Oh my god. Let's go. You got games on your phone? I love him. Yes. Hello. This place just goes and goes. And goes more. Oh my gosh. Playing D&D here would be so genuinely cool.
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh my gosh. That's where we started. Oh, my curse of twos.
Why do you do that? Do it again.
Now you have to back because no one's gonna want it.
I know, I've cursed it. It's not much better.
Yeah, that's the iron cross, the symbol over there.
Okay, so this is something that POWs built and they weren't supposed to. Apparently the people of Roswell covered it in concrete, but the concrete wore away, and now this is back. Neat little nugget of history. Just a little nugget of the Berlin Wall. That's really cool. It's interesting that there's so much German history like here specifically from World War II. I don't know much about World War II, but it's interesting that it's kind of here, of all places. So some of you guys might not know this, but I'm actually really excited to check this place out. I really like birding, and I'm hoping to add some birds to my life list. So yeah, let's hope we get something cool. I really want to see some cool birds. Look how cute these little cacti are. Oh my god. Oh, they have flowers. Oh my god. That's so pretty. There's little bugs in the flowers doing little bug things. Those are really cool. I don't think I've ever seen just like cacti in the wild before. Look how pretty. Wow. They got the cool S.
Hell yeah, Sam.
This is gonna be a good spot for some birding. I'm excited to camp out here for a little bit. Side of the bird blind. It's so cool. Got like 3 or 4 new birds too. Oh, there all the pigeons go. Or doves, sorry. The white-winged doves. Wow, so many birds. So pretty.
If anyone that's watching is a birder, here's what we heard.
Whew. Packed a lot into the morning so far, so back at the room for a break, some snacks. I got my government mandated sizzle pork and for a little snack. I'm gonna have to go hunt for a fork though, because I didn't think this out. But gonna have a little snack and enjoy some air conditioning before heading Bottomless Lake State Park, where I'm gonna be shooting Aerith for some Cosmo Canyon vibes. I think it's gonna be very, very cute. I just wanted to decompress in some air conditioning first. I could have hiked at the bird preserve for so much longer, but I know I'm going to be right back out there hiking at the state park, so gonna get some rest, but I'm really, really excited to get some cool shots in Aerith. Alright, so we made it to the Bottomless Lake State Park. We pulled off to shoot some cute meadow, field, plains, whatever you want to call this stuff, before we make it down to the lake, but it's Aerith time, and I'm so excited! I love this costume so much! All right, shoot concluded. We got some really pretty stuff. Look at this view. Tell me that isn't just Cosmo Canyon. I'm so excited. And look at this sunset. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see it. Hold on. Let me see if I can darken this for you guys. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. It's beautiful. Got some really pretty golden hour stuff. Some really pretty stuff with the canyon. I think this is the last hurrah for this wig before I restyle it. It's kind of a mess, but I think we got some really, really cool stuff, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I think you guys are gonna love it. So definitely keep your eyes peeled. Gamers. So this morning we're going to be meeting with the local radio station and doing a little interview before we get really moving with the day. It's going to be really exciting. I decided to throw on the shirt I was wearing yesterday because the shirt I packed was not the shirt I thought I packed, and it's a silly margarita shirt I got at a festival, so I'm like, let's look a little more professional than that. So you'll probably see me change shirts at some point today, but I just thought it was silly that I accidentally packed just a straight up margarita shirt.
And good morning. It is 23 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, of course, Guy Malone's back with us to talk a little towel day with us here and get everything else. And also we have a guest with us, Oddfell, as well. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Well, where are you from originally here? Where you?
I'm Ohio based, so it's a bit of a hike to get here, but it was a pretty smooth trip. Yeah.
Excellent. So are you from the Ohio area, like the born and raised kind of thing, or?
Yeah, I was over kind of near the West Virginia border on the Ohio River, so a lot of times I'll say I'm from West Virginia, but I am from Ohio.
I grew up in Maryland, Washington D.C. area. That's where I'm from. I joined the military. That's how I ended up in New Mexico and met my wife and everything. So I've been here 20 plus years, but I grew up East Coast, not too far from your stomping grounds there, so I'm a little familiar with the Ohio area and West Virginia area. So very cool. And Roswell will be having its very first own Galacticon Day to celebrate Towel Day, and then all day tomorrow out at the Convention and Civic Center they're going to have like a con that you can come and do not really everything Hitchhikers, but it's going to be a full. All things nerd will be there too. It's not just Hitchhikers, but for Hitchhiker fans and Hitchhikers folks, it's going to be the world of that, and cosplay to crafts to the lore to games to food to fun, the whole kit and caboodle that is Hitchhiker's Guide. And so that's happening tomorrow at Galacticon. Now,
I'll say this: I organized the event, but I organized it to the event of bringing in people that are bigger fans and know more than I, like this one and Yvette Keller.
Yeah. So the Towel Day ambassadors, they serve kind of like
they're like
Miss America's love kind of thing.
But
it's like
you
they're
don't
almost
lose the title.
They're a representative, and then they go out to spread the mission, to spread the message.
Yeah, they're essentially like lore scholars. Like I'm very new to Hitchhikers. I don't know much about it. I'm very new to this fandom. And I mean, she's been able to bounce off pretty much every answer to every question I've had. Like,
so now
truly
I'm
a lore scholar.
Because you've gone from basically not a noob, I guess, for lack of a better term here, to cosplay and to living the life here. I mean, what drew you to that? I mean, that's a big, like there's things I've gotten interested in. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, but I've never all right, I'm going to completely commit to it like that. What was it for you that drew you to that?
To cosplay in general, or just
yes, in general, but Hitchhikers particularly.
So I was in contact for Galacticon originally, but I tend to do Anime Expo, which is the same weekend.
Okay.
So then we decided on, I can probably make this work. Like, I can crash course this, I can figure it out.
Okay.
So then I deep dove and I listened to the radio show and I watched the movie. So now I kind of have an idea. Okay. And then from there I was able to kind of design and make a costume from it to bring.
So for cosplay, like, were you one of those folks as a young girl growing up, in the closet making costumes and, like I remember like taking cardboard boxes to try to make myself as robots and things like that. Was that you as a kid?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm kind of like a fidgety jack of all trades at times.
Well, we got some fidget spinners you need them. They kind of just things just end up here. So
yeah, so like I liked painting and I liked sewing and I liked sculpting and I liked XYZ thing. So when it came to like making costumes for Halloween, I loved it because I could do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
And then my aunt actually worked at Artist Alley at a con, so I was like, oh, there's places throughout the year where people dress up. It's not just Halloween.
Right.
So from there, I did it as a hobby. From there, I started modeling more, and from there, now I'm a full-time cosplayer. And I get to travel and do stuff like this, and it's been really great just to see new cities and new people.
So, do you do like for now? Is it mostly committing to the odd felt character and Hitchhikers, or 1 week you're there and next week you're doing some anime or something different?
Yeah, so I do a whole bunch. I probably have over 100 costumes at this point.
Okay.
So I'll be Trillian and Scarlet Witch this weekend, but different cons I do different outfits depending on if it's an anime con, a comic con, XYZ.
Just
like,
whatever the vibe is for the weekend, that's what you can be.
Yeah, and I build a handful a year as well, so I always have new ones.
So when you're not doing this, I'm guessing you're consuming the product because you got to spend all that time. Because let's face it, if you're going to be at the Hitchhikers is representing a character from the lore, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Yeah, gotta know the lore.
Oh yeah. I asked Yvette, I'm like, what do I need to know? What are my touchstones for learning about this? And we walked through, and I spent a long time just kind of like studying and becoming part of the fandom.
So you probably spend a lot of free time, probably the traveling, reading the books, consuming the videos, the media, whatever it is to get familiar, if you're not already, obviously, to do that kind of stuff.
So.
I'll mention as a sci-fi event in the holiday is that blends so well with cosplay.
Absolutely.
When I read a little thing on the Wikipedia about the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the female lead character, Zoe Deschanel, whatever, in the movies, Wikipedia said something that she has never been portrayed accurately, physically, as far as her outfit and her look in any movie, or there was also a British television series as well. Okay. But Wiki just noted that she's never been, so I'm like, okay, well, I got a professional cosplayer here, and I just, whether it's a challenge or hey, to theme the event, would you invent Trillian accurate to what she should be, according to the way Douglas Adams wrote her.
You're trying to interpret it straightly from what the book describes her as.
Yes, and there's not much to go on, so I'm hoping I've done her justice.
And she's a different race. You told me that early on.
We should have given us a better character description on here. So, it's his fault we're not getting it right.
And I've tried to be as faithful as I can to the book, so I'm hoping it comes out really well.
Well, but this is the cool part of the world, because 20 people can read a story and get a different feeling from it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so events like Towel Day and the con here give everyone a chance to express their version of the world. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you have our cosplayers and you have your stories, but we want people to come in your own versions of people of the universe. You know what I mean? And that's what you see a lot of cons. Like when you go, like Star Wars, that's pretty popular. A lot of people dressing as stormtroopers and Boba Fett and various other things. But what a lot of people do that you don't realize is they're dressing up as people of the Star Wars world. Maybe this is a guy from Tatooine and he's a farmer or something, or maybe this one's a bounty hunter from another, so they invoke characters that aren't really in the movie per se, but they are people of the world. And so this is events like this create that. It's like, okay, you can't be one of the main characters maybe, but you're a guy at the bar. You're a person.
Yeah, when you go to cosplay events, you can actually see someone. What's your costume? And they're like, oh, I'm that NPC in the background that was leaning up against the wall when the car wrecked. And that's oh man, you nailed it.
Yeah, and that's what people love about it, because they have as much passion about the franchise, the book, whatever it is, as you do. But what they like about it may not be the same thing, and you all get to share that and have the discussions. And I'm going to guess you're going to have a bunch of people come up to you this weekend, and they're going to share their versions of what you should look like.
There will be other Trillians. Yvette, the Towel Day ambassador, said, oh, should I not wear my Trillian outfit? I'm like, please, if I know anything about this, she's not insecure.
But I think this is a good thing, because, at the end of the day, it's getting more people to share your love of the culture, the passion for the product.
And there's something so beautifully transformative with cosplay, too, because since we are all essentially the medium in which the art is being shown, like we're the canvas, there's something so personal about it, where it's like you could have almost the identical character and they're going to be two completely different takes for what that person connects to, how that person interprets it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people like it so much, because it's a way to kind of connect with a character you really enjoy, but also make it your own in a way that I feel like maybe traditional art or like even like fan fiction writing or other type of like fan outputs don't do.
Yeah.
So it's always just, it's really cool to see. And I'm hoping a lot of cosplayers show up. I would love to see people's costumes. So.
Well, and to me, this is why theme parks are the big business that they are. You know, you look at Universal creating the Harry Potter world, you know, because we all read the books, we all saw the movies, and all of us, I don't care if you're 6 or 60, at one point you're like, wouldn't it be cool to be in the, you know, Diagon Alley or walk around Hogwarts, you know? That would be cool. And so Universal Studios like, hey, we'll build a park that looks just like it. And you can ride the train and go to the castle and do. And there's a reason why they do it, because people they love the universes and stuff.
They want to be in that world.
And that's what these cons are. It gives a chance for people to live in that universe for a day or a weekend or whatever it is. And all the other people are looking for the same thing. So when you see someone with a towel, go up and talk to them. Say, you know, how you doing today? Talk about this, you know, and why certain ones catch another, like Hitchhiker's Guide, if you ever read the books and things, you know, yes, it's a fun science fiction story, but at the end of the day, it kind of is a lot of life lessons and a good outlook on life, and you know, not a bad way to pattern maybe life after.
Good books,
you know,
for you.
And so it probably evokes an even more following, because some of the wisdom within the story is a good way to live life. And if you adopt that, you know, okay, maybe not wearing the costumes every day, but the mindset, you know, how to treat people, how to interact people, how to interact in life, those lessons, they do translate. And so if I think kids learn human skills through dressing up as cosplay and enjoying their own universe, then that's an amazing, awesome, ancillary, cool thing that happened there. And so
have you
that's
known a kid or anybody that like started in high school and then just went on like it'd be you 10 years later?
Yeah, she's like, hi, I'm sitting right here. Nice to meet you.
I started cosplaying when I was in high school.
Awesome.
I think especially for kids too, it can help foster self-confidence, because for a lot of us, like, it could be something where you're shy as yourself, but if you put on like Captain Marvel, you know, Captain Marvel's cool, collected, confident.
I've seen your.
And I think it's a really good way for people to, you know, take those things they want to be that they see. Like, I see this character and they're confident. I want to be like that. I'm gonna dress up like it. I feel a little confident for the day. You know, you get out of your shell. You're doing something new. You're connecting with people that like it. And I think it can really build good, positive communities and just be great for kids and teenagers in general.
The things that come out translate to great life lessons for people. And it doesn't matter if you're old, young, or in between. That's something we can all learn. And in the day and age and the world we live in, where everyone seems to be more adversarial than wanting to work together, maybe we need to dress up in silly outfits and have a little fun.
We covered last time I was here how inclusive this is.
Yeah.
One of the Talday ambassadors owns a TARDIS, and he's the head of a Doctor Who fan club in Texas. But he's also a Talday ambassador.
And then by night,
Lisa
they're probably
Star
chiropractors
Trek.
or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just the world. Yeah.
Yes. So whatever your cosplay is, if you're going to come Saturday, all realms are welcome.
Yes.
Includes Lord of the Rings, Star Trek. One of the Talday ambassadors will probably be wearing Star Trek.
I say cross promote. Put on your Star Trek outfit and throw a towel over your shoulder. Why not? You know, you're Captain Picard in the Guardian. You know, why not? You know, shoot, dress up as your favorite Marvel. Shoot. Go old school. I'm a Hanna-Barbera guy. I'm going to come in as Fred Flintstone. Why
That's
not?
funny, because she's doing the Avengers Scarlet Witch. Like 10 to whenever you change into the Trillion outfit, just for advertising or people. If you show up at 4, expect to see Scarlet Witch. Ain't gonna happen.
Gotcha.
But
her
costume, she literally asked me when I said, yeah, could you do that one? That's popular now. That'll draw people. Do you remember what you asked me?
Yeah, I have 4 different versions of Scarlet Witch. So I was asking, because I was like, I've got the 90s one. That's from the comics. It's a little more like iconic.
It's like a timeline history of the various costumes over the years.
Yeah, because I really like 80s and 90s comic designs.
Sure.
So a lot of my costumes are that. So I was like, do you want the comics one? Do you want the movies one?
Yeah.
Like, what?
And that's half the fun for you guys too, is to get, you know, it's kind of like Batman.
Right.
You know, how many different versions of the
True.
Batman outfit are there?
Right.
And every time a new movie comes out, there's a new Batmobile.
But comic book Scarlet Witch is completely different.
So they're night and day,
from
not even
movie
like,
actor,
okay, this one looks more like the Adam West versus,
Yes.
these are night and day different
Well done. Yeah,
outfits.
I would not have
Yeah.
wanted to see you in the comics.
Fair. I love the comic suit. I think it's
Sure.
really cute.
How funny.
Well, but it's also, it comes from the place of the medium of which it came from.
Yeah.
You know, because obviously if you're doing a movie, you got to go a little over the top to draw people in. Where comic book, you can kind of stick to the grassroots, the spirit of what the character's supposed to be. I mean, and maybe that's the argument on comics versus books versus movies and all that kind of stuff.
Colors in print. You know, on the printed page, you can get away with red and yellow
Sure.
and all that stuff. You walk around.
And visually, you're
it's
painting a
great.
visual picture, so you want it to look as, you know, because you like in a book, you can create it in your head. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
red and gold, it kind of looks like this. But in the movies, it's got to fit the movie, but it's also got to fit the environment which the movie's in. You know, if Batman if the world looked like sunshine and rainbows, and there's this guy with dark everything, that's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. You
I
know,
think Wolverine nailed it in the first X-Men movie. He's like, the costume factor, he's like, what, you're expecting yellow spandex?
I did expect yellow spandex. I wanted
Yes,
yellow spandex.
I was disappointed. We're going to get it.
I think the
Galacticon
new one-
goes to the movies. Our Galacticon crew will all be going to see Deadpool and Wolverine together.
Yeah, it's
Galacticon's really a community, by the way. We try to keep up with each other throughout the year. And,
Absolutely.
And do
And of course,
little things.
You know,
This is one.
and we're kind of looking at this towel day here as kind of like pre-gaming for Galacticon here in a month or so.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Kind of what it really is. So you're going to see a lot of now, even though it's all the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and that's the main umbrella for this one. But like you said, it's all things sci-fi, all things pop culture. Really,
Locally, Todd Hobbit, he's bringing his. I think he's Boba Fett.
Is he going
I
Boba
think
Fett
he's
this
going
time?
Boba, I
He'll do
think.
Predator. He's got a couple in his tool bag there. That he
Yes.
with there. So
That'll be cool to see.
Yeah,
man.
Excellent. Well, again, RoswellTowelDay.com has got everything we talked about here. If you have any questions about anything, and of course, if you don't know, just show up tomorrow, and we'll welcome you in, and we'll
Don't panic.
Yeah. Just come in, and you know what? If you don't have a towel, I'm sure we can get you one while we're there. But if you want to bring your towel or get one while you're there, whatever it is, just come have fun with us. Come as your favorite cosplay or not. Just come and come as you are. It doesn't matter. Just come and have fun and meet the world. And who knows? You might just find your next hobby, passion, or make a few friends. So,
You'll
deal.
definitely make friends.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys. Welcome to Roswell.
Thank you.
First of many.
Yes.
Good deal.
All right, now we're about to head to the public library. We're going to do a cute little meet and greet style thing with the kids. A couple of the people that are Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy ambassadors are going to speak, and it's going to be a really good time. We'll see how much I can film in there. Don't really want to film minors, but I'll try and film some of the cute stuff that we get into and maybe some of the speeches.
Your hand if you're interested in the costume contest. Yes, I bet you are. So we're gonna do that then, and we have some cool prizes for everybody who's wearing a costume. So while we're waiting to see whether we have any more fun costumed people, this is what the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy has to say on the subject of towels. A towel, it says, is about the most massively useful thing an interstellar hitchhiker can have. Partly it has great practical value. You can wrap it around you for warmth as you bound across the cold moons of Jaglan Bay, inhaling the heady sea vapors. You can sleep underneath it, beneath the stars, which shine so redly on the desert world of Kakrafoon. Use it to sail a mini raft down the slow, heavy river Moth. You can wet it for use in hand-to-hand combat. Wrap it around your head to ward off the noxious fumes or avoid the gaze of the ravenous bug bladder beast of Troll. Oh, Phil, what I would love to invite you to do is first talk to us a little bit about how you got into cosplay and costuming and what it means to you. And then, if you would read your choice to start us off on the Vogon poetry, or some of your own bad poetry if that's what you're into. But yeah, why don't you kick that poetry bit off, but start with your own costume, and who you are, and what you are, and why you are, and all those wonderful things. Oddfell, everybody.
So I'm Oddfell. I'm a cosplayer. I've been cosplaying for about a decade now. I got into it because I couldn't really pick one art medium that I liked the best. I liked to paint, I liked to sew, I liked doing like fun makeup, XYZ, so I ended up just doing costumes because it was a way for me to mix all of them and still celebrate the fandoms that I enjoy and I love. And yeah, it's just been a fun decade of making costumes and watching my work get better and better, and now I'm here and I get to travel and do conventions like this, so it's really fun. This one. This is the second worst by the poet. Oh my gosh. I know, right? You can do it. We believe in you. Euthyphnos the Flatulent. Ode to a small lump of putty I found in my armpit one midsummer morning. Firth. Groggy slunt firth. Unto clogged, eruptious pipage. Did birth to vaunt. Sloggy midsummer morning. Beweath hind strigage, Laflet's Drapian, belonged her bouffant, Bovlo erwant biffalo, my tirade bislo. So painful. This is the snaps for the slam poetry. So if you can top that bad poetry, I do want to read them. No.
What? Sparkles. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
We were at
that is so cool. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my gosh, hello sweeties. Oh my gosh. Oh.
I love it.
Alright, it's time to go set up the booth so it's all ready for tomorrow. I'm excited to check out the convention center and see what it looks like. Alright, and there she is. We're all set up for tomorrow. I'm so excited to stop back and be at the con, but there's the whole booth set up. So exciting! Costume number 1 for the day, we're going to head down to the Roswell Convention Center and get this started. Woo!
Happy Towel Day! Douglas Adams fans and Hoopy Froods. This is Towel Day Ambassador Yvette Keller checking in from Roswell, New Mexico, where we are at the first ever Rosewell Towel Day. I am here with my favorite people in the whole world, the Beeble Bears! We have brought this huge collection of Beeble Bears over to New Mexico, and they are here waiting to go home with you guys. Just come and adopt one. So I hope you guys are all having an amazing, marvelous, incredible towel day. Here in Roswell, we have started a brand new tradition. We've got the Roswell Convention Center totally full of all kinds of exciting vendors. They are selling the neatest babelfish. We've got t-shirts, we've got books, we've got a towel cutting opening ceremony starting very soon. All kinds of folks hanging out, doing fun things, all the fandoms, all the time. So we would love to see you down here in Roswell if you're anywhere nearby. And if you are anywhere else, please just show off your towels and your love of Douglas Adams, spread it through the known universe all over this unfashionable end of the galaxy, and just enjoy your towel day. Mwah!
Ambassador or cosplay fandom thing. What brings you into this community? And the second thing is, what else in the program today, because we do have a full day of programming, what is it in the programming today that each of us up here as special guests are most looking forward to? Any questions from you guys out there first? Are you excited to hear what these people have to say? Yeah. Yes, right? Ken, would you like to go first this time?
No, but I'll do it anyway.
Excellent.
Hello everyone, my name is Kopacki. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and I am now the official 2024 Towel Day Ambassador. I first came to the Hitchhiker's Guide when I was 13, and I stumbled across a copy in a store. And the cover caught my eye, Hitchhiker's Guide, Galaxy, the thumb gesture, everything, it just caught my attention. And I started thumbing through it, and I was like, I had never seen language and words used in that way. And it was just so bonkers and silly, and it was almost inspirational. Because it was just like, I didn't know you could do that with words.
Yeah.
And it's something I've just carried with me my entire life. And I'm an older geek. I remember when it was like you would get picked on if you were too passionate about a particular fandom or anything like that. And it became almost a bit of an escapism.
Hello, I'm a cosplayer.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm not a Towel Day ambassador, nor am I a Towel Day ambassador in training, but I do really appreciate the relationship people have with fandom. I do think it's a lovely way of escapism, whether you're cosplaying or you're writing or you're doing fan art or you're engaging in ways like they do between like putting books in libraries or traveling to different locations. Like it's very cool and very special to celebrate the media that means so much to you and to have it kind of live through you and be a part of a community. See if Maybe.
I don't suppose anybody knows if we're doing anything wrong, do they?
But there's something very, very special about fandom and how we can connect and engage with it in different ways and how everyone interprets that. I tend to focus on fantasy and video game type costumes, so there's a lot of really fun things I get to do with original characters or designing things that are, I don't know, it's very fun, and I love seeing how everyone interprets different fandoms. I'll be around today, I'll be at my table, and then at 2:30ish I'll be talking about how to get into cosplay and craftsmanship, that kind of stuff. So definitely check it out.
Yay! Thank you!
Hello.
But if you do choose PayPal, it'll take the correct amount of money out.
To start things off, I believe we have a Towel Day ambassador that is going to share with us some poetry.
I want to get your hopes up way too high. Let's bring down the expectations. I eat my cheese with honey. I've done it all my life. It makes the peas taste funny, but it keeps them on the knife. Thank you. Thank you.
Of Goldberg and Bernstein with their chariots of 9. First to bring the fiddlesticks, third to submerge time, second lost and arbitrary, fourth now back in line. Oh, followers of norm, oh, past in shallow form, on shores born through evaporated mud, I finally wake up to a banging and a thud. Thank you.
By the city of Roswell. If you're local, you may have had a hand in this. Let's see. I believe this is titled on Capital. AAA, so that's AAA debt hotline. 575-623-8022. 29. A, American Debt Consolidation. 5756.
And the voice of Trillian for that has this lovely giant gold 70s neckpiece sci-fi wear. So I wanted to incorporate that into stuff like as well. So when I was designing it, a lot of it was kind of pulling threads from historical reference to the radio broadcast. And what I came up was this. So it's kind of just like a pleated pinafore in the front and back with the 70s style dress and the buttons. I wanted to do geometric patterning as much as possible for the sci-fi elements. She has a red scarf in her hair, so I made sure to include that as well. But overall, it was also historical research. And I'm more than happy to sit and talk about this build specifically, but if any of you have questions about cosplay builds in general, or construction, thrifting, making, or anything like that, I'd be happy to use this time to answer those questions as well.
How much time do you have to spend every day just adding new content?
Oh, like filming, editing, that side? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I don't have a work-life balance. So I took all the time that I left my 2 part-time jobs for more than a full-time job because I film YouTube videos and those take about twice as long as they work to film, to edit, so that's a lot. I have to constantly make sure I travel to things to shoot photographers to have photos like. I can speak on for the rest of the afternoon, but it is a lot of time management. I would say I probably do like 60 hours a week. I mean, some of those weeks I can just completely take off. Like the next 2 weeks I've got nothing and I'm probably going to rest. But if you look at the busy weeks like this past week, it's a lot.
Can really get themselves together. All right, these two are cosplaying from a show called Voltron Legendary Heroes. The character is Keith Hogan, and the other character is Pidge Gunderson. This is quite inconvenient. My house, my planet is gone. Trillian seems uninterested. Dang. Time-traveling merchant. Traveling to collect one-of-a-kind treasures to share with you.
Daughter of Aerith. She has traveled from the run to learn the true meaning of life.
Sunshine Lynx. She is a sassy cat.
And that is such a cool looking phoenix too, oh my gosh. I feel like that's one of the best pets you could take with you on an intergalactic journey, honestly.
Dark element. Can't breathe that thing. It is a villainous space tall who possesses the dark side of the scrolls and is the right hand of President Scroob and is gathering more air for planet spacewalk.
This is Boot Hill, a cyborg cowboy from the video game Honkai Star Rail.
Outfits by Katie and Joelle are all handmade to be a set. Any other cosplay malfunctions that may happen at the Towel Day Roswell event, thank you so much for sharing your costumes and being here to support the rest of your fellow cosplayers.
Say hi to you here in a second.
I think we're good.
We are.
And from mention for Cameron, if you'll stand. We would all like to thank Cameron for providing the prizes for first, second, and third from this Young Dragons Horde. The next honorable mention will go to Sunshine Lynx. Sunshine Lynx will receive the honorable mention for having a costume closest in texture to a towel. Next honorable mention goes to Serrano from Faye Run. Serrano is receiving the honorable, the deep thought honorable mention for seeking the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
I'm here at 42. Yes.
Okay. Our next honorable mention is the Infinite Improbability Drive honorable mention, and it goes to Keith and Rayleigh. Did I pronounce that correctly? There you are, you guys. And we have awarded you the Infinite Improbability Drive honorable mention because since you mentioned everything already came from your closets, we're assuming you hit the button on the Infinite Improbability Drive and all of your clothes cycled through every single thing in the universe, landing on these amazing outfits. Thank you so much for coming and participating. Our next honorable mention is Dr. Dan Street Mentioner's Time Traveler's Handbook of 1001 Tense Formations honorable mention. And that, of course, goes to Tiandra, because of course, the future perfect tense has been abandoned since it was discovered not to be. We did receive a special announcement while we were out there during our deliberations. So this honorable mention unfortunately comes directly from President Scroob. He contacted us through the interwaves to ask us please to disqualify Dark Helmet for leaving his post to complete. Boy, you are in trouble now. And this last of our honorable mentions goes to Chad Witt, our Master Jedi traveling the universe. And we wanted to give him this mention because we assume that he is the Jedi out there who is ready with the Force to help all of those poor hitchhikers throwing themselves at the ground and learning how to miss as they are trying to learn how to fly. So he's literally keeping them safe as they throw themselves at the ground and try to figure out how to miss. Thank you so much, Jedi Master. Okay, so what we're doing is we have 3 prizes for our first, second, and third place winners. They are all valued at $100, but they are all a little bit different. So we're gonna announce the 3, and the first prize winner, who will be announced third, will get to choose first, and the third place winner, who will be announced first, will have to choose third, and well, you guys get how that goes. So the first, second, and third prize winners, when you are announced, stand up and take your applause and let it sink in, and then after that, come over and see me at the People Bear table because I have the prizes. And now, Oddfell, who won this thing?
In third place, because this is a Hitchhikers convention, so in third place we have Scott Montgomery as Arthur's head.
We love the fact that Scott decided to dress in the theme of the convention. We love the fact that he appropriately totally forgot his towel initially. And we really just appreciate the fact that, I mean, we wanted to award it to you, but I mean, we couldn't let you come in first. Like, Arthur Ted's never allowed to come in first, so. Third prize it is, well done.
In second place, we have Cynthia as Boot Hill, who looks absolutely incredible and who does it all a little bit of her hair.
Zaphon Beeblebox would, by the way, totally approve of that whole outfit.
And our grand prize winner of first place, drum roll please, everybody. Give me a good drum roll. For having the true spirit of Hitchhikers, first place is Katie and Joelle. Not only for construction,
but we loved that they were here to help everyone and also just had everything ready on deck for any situation.
Yeah, it is definitely the true spirit of a hitchhiker to be there to support your fellow hitchhikers. And that really clinched the deal for us. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you over at the Beagle Bears table. Another big round of applause for all of our cosplayers.
All right, so that is a wrap. Going back to the hotel room, gonna take some photos in this really cool atrium. Look how pretty this is. Really cool. So we're gonna take some photos here, and then it's off to immersive dinner to go experience some Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy themed dinner theater. So I'm excited to see what that's all about. Catch y'all in a few.
I think that might be the other way.
Gentlemen, beings of all kinds, welcome to Millaway's, the restaurant at the end of the universe. I, of course, am Maxime Quardlepleen, your hostess for the evening. I wanted to welcome all of you. I love that you are seated. Salads are about to be served. Is everyone having one final good last time? Gather in the swirling crowd around us, preparing to tear apart the last of the red hot suns. I know you're all going to settle back and enjoy with me what I know we will all find an immensely exciting and terminal evening.
May I interest you all in perhaps some fine shoulder? If perhaps some flank roast? I assure you, I have been grass-fed and well taken care of. Perhaps you're more in the mood for the rump roast.
Ooh.
Terrible. Do we have a...
No, not really.
It's Sunday, last day. We're gonna pop by the UFO museum, do some quick photo ops, and then we might hit the spacewalk and some other places really quick. We might even get to crack open a geode. That's gonna be super cool. And then it's off to the airport for me, and I have a long day of travel ahead of me, so.
There was an entire baseball.
Oh no, it's filming.
Oh no.
So cool.
Any of it?
here to collect intel. What would happen if they don't like what they find?
Atmospheric conditions are...
Shell sheet, which is really cool. I like it. So we're gonna crack it and see if there's anything cool inside of it, okay? It's gonna be awesome.
We measure these long ways when we pay for them by the inch. It's because we try to put them in this chain 50-50 to get a 50-50 split. This has got a couple chambers, so it's gonna break into 2 or 3 most likely. And when I started doing this, I was awful at it. And I was embarrassed because Don has his mom working here and she can crack these things open. And I was just mortified at the embarrassment of not being able to do this well. So they say you don't pick the rocks, they pick you, and that they talk to you, they call to you. I thought it was a bunch of hooey. But once I was in the position of doing this for so long, they do. They'll tell you exactly where to cut them if you just listen. Oh, I thought I was going to have to reset it. Girl. Oh, girl, you got hollow. You got sparkle. Yeah.
Look at that.
Occasionally you get a dud. There's always something inside.
Wow.
Sometimes it's really cool. Sometimes it's okay cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. They've got clear quartz crystal happening there. Oh, follow me around. I'll show you something.
Yeah.
I always let kids like get in on the thing, and then I'll show them this. This is a diamond. This is what you got in your rock. And dude, you just cut through something stronger than steel.